want to start it off by showing you my build because I think that's important. I'm a 32-inch waist, as you can see here. I have some belly fat, I don't have a lot, but what I'm showing you here, this little cavity is important because that's me. Everything I'm going to say in this video is what I've found that works for me. Making a holster work for you matters because if you're not comfortable, you won't carry it. And my goal here is to show you these 4 pistols and these 4 holsters, show you some adjustments I've made, and hopefully give you a few things that might inspire you to get more comfortable in your holsters and maybe even try some things that I'm recommending here. I want to show you what kind of inspired me to make this video, and that is that I was talking about in a recent short these kinds of wedges that are square and how I had ordered some more Tolster holster wedges because they aren't square. The Tolster wedges are round like this one here, and more forgiving, more squishy, so more form to the body. And I like the Tolster wedges for that reason. Getting something thicker like this means that the little inconsistencies in my body will press in, and rather than something like a square edge where if there's an inconsistency, it could just kind of make the gun go like that rather than maybe like that with a round holster. So I got in more of these Tolster holster wedges and made a couple of my pistol holsters something that I want to carry more often through something very cheap and simple. And I'm going to show you a few examples of that. So I already had on this Blacksmith Tactical, the square one that I was talking about. And as I showed you at the beginning of my video, I kind of have that cavity on the side. I don't have a lot of belly fat. So when I carry appendix, and this is up front, this here, if it goes a little bit off of my abs, it kind of goes like that, and it sort of pushed the front of this kind of out more. So it was printing kind of on this side. So what I did is I bought some of those round Tolster wedges I showed you, and I cut them. And here's where I put it. Simply with a pen or marker, traced out and cut this off, because my problem was, as someone who's a little bit leaner, when I'm carrying here, like I said, with the square wedge, what was happening is the square wedge would kind of fall into this little cavity. So maybe people with, smaller waists, thinner, and that kind of thing might encounter the same things. And so by adding this piece in, finding that, I was able to fill in this more. So it kind of helped it fits to my body rather than being pulled in like that and sticking out. Now I just want to briefly talk about and show you these different holsters and what I found worked for me. There's a couple brands, one being Tolster. This is one brand I really like, and it's quite phenomenal with a small pistol like this little Ruger 380. This is the LCP2. I don't even need a holster wedge. I forget I'm wearing it. Honestly, I haven't carried this in like a year and a half, 2 years maybe, just because I don't like carrying small. But maybe something like the Shield Plus, the SIG P365, or the Hellcat in a pistol holster like this with a plastic clip, you might feel safe. I just don't prefer carrying something bigger than a micro with this plastic clip. Next pistol I want to show you is what is going to be my summer carry. And this is a Blacksmith Tactical holster with the 2 metal clips here. I think this is a phenomenal holster. Again, this might actually be your go-to if you want to try something for your Shield Plus, your Hellcat, maybe a Glock 43, Glock 43X, maybe even a Glock 48. I think this is great for subcompact size pistols. This is their standard. And I want to say one more thing right now is that one thing I learned, you'll see with many holster companies that they will offer you a concealment claw that's supposed to help you with concealment. I took that claw off and I learned, like I do often the hard way and through experiment. Here's another one where I took the claw off. I ordered these with concealment claws thinking they were going to help with concealment, only to find out that with my body type, this was having a claw in here exacerbated the issue I was telling you about. And that would be, it was pushing this part of the pistol to print more. I, as a thinner person and with that kind of cavity next to my abs, having the claw on is not the way to go. And actually filling in and doing the other way was more important to me. So I find it kind of interesting. You know, I'm glad that holster companies have the concealment claw as an option for all different body types. But it's not, as a general rule, going to be helpful for everyone. But I thought I'll buy it, and if I don't like it, great, I don't have to use it. I will mention, without that claw, you know, with the screws removed and that piece of plastic taken off, this does help to some degree. It's not very thick, but it does help bring that in a little bit. And what I found is that me adding in this squishy foam piece into this cavity, it's perfect. Also, here's my Glock 23V, another Blacksmith tactical holster. The compact size pistols I found worked well in these holsters with the clip off to one side. I feel that it allows for flex, it allows for movement on my body, and whereas something like these two clips sit in a very fixed position, and here's another example of that. This is a Holster Oath, kind of the same idea. It's got that clip off to the side, and this is a compact size Springfield. Again, I took that claw off. If you get anything from my videos, I'd really appreciate a like or a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. It helps YouTube know that people are watching and you're getting something from this.